welcome to my channel. Well, I haven't done a Fun Knife Friday. Jolly Peanut started up, and so I'm going to include some extra ones in here just because I need to get caught up. Uh-oh. My microphone got hung up on my big-ass buoy that I keep wearing. If I understand this correctly, it's kind of like an inexpensive knife or any knife that you just have fun with. Well, man, I can have fun with any of these knives, but here's some examples. Now, this is a recent one that Toby and family sent to me. Now, you look at it and you see a spring, and it's an out the front type of knife, but it's got like a bolt action lock to it, and so that's the only thing goes zip is pulling it back. It's sharp on one edge. Now this is just kind of like a fun knife. You'd have it hanging from your neck or something, and it doesn't even look like a knife, maybe a small vape pen or something. Which could get you in trouble in some places, because, oh, you're trying to conceal it. But all it is just a little, you need something sharp. Got like an inch blade, maybe a little bit more. And this is the fun part of it, is you gotta get past that little step, and then you let it go. See, it's got a little to keep it from just sliding over automatically. So we go up like this, and so that's a fun little knife. Now, you would think, all right, it's going to be all wobbly in there. What is wobbling a little bit is just this whole barrel. It's not the blade itself. So it's got a little, back and forth play and stuff. It can do some pokey, just because it's like that doesn't mean it can't do some pokey. Ow, that will get you. That spring comes back pretty good. This thing will come back and get you on the finger if you don't keep them clear and out of the way. So that's a fun little knife. Number 2, Rough Rider. Now, Rough Rider makes a lot of these knives that look kind of like novelty knives, like these guys and stuff. But some of them, like this, are really functional. Besides just being, look, I've got a nice blade on it. It's got a half stop for those of you that get a thrill out of half stops. And it's got a nice lockup and a decent blade length. And it's like 2 1/4 inch cutting edge. It's a nice sized knife. It kind of swells out a little bit. The main thing that's fun about this one is, of course, you've got the cowboy there with his horse. So then, that's some nostalgia right there. I don't know if he's saluting or pulling a bug out of his ear. I don't know what's going on there. But on the backside, you got 2 of them chasing a bull or a steer, and they want to make hamburger out of him. And the steer says, no, I ain't going to that plate that easy. No, you're going to have to work up a sweat to get me. And them horses are all out. So, you can have fun with that. Then, we also have the Rough Rider pen knife. Now, they offer these in like a triangular a triangular knife, a double edge, whatever. These could be used as, a self-defense thing if you had to. But it's also useful if you're just sitting there writing, and it has a functional pen. Just twist it. You could be writing there and you go, man, I didn't bring my knife with me. I got one now. Of course, got to be careful holding it, and I'd sharpen it up a lot if I was got a chisel grind on it, expect to use it as a knife, but it'll do some pokey. And then, of course, we got the one that Tobias sent, the knife that nobody loved and was looking for somebody to love it. So I love this little knife. It's a little Line-A-Lock, my first QB. And it's got a little package opener, letter opener. You can see it's got gummies on it and everything because I use it. And yeah, it's even got a place for a lanyard hole if you were into lanyards and stuff. But it's a cool little knife. I think the blade is something like D2, yeah. So it's a decent little knife. I don't know if there's a price limitation on fun knives because I've been having a lot of fun with this one. Now, before Gizmo was talking to me about this, and he said, "I bet that's just clear coat up there." Now I did scratch it off with the knife. Oh, he did what? Yeah, because it can be sanded back down, but yeah, that was just, it's like a clear lacquer coat, and you can see it on the handle here in one other place under enough lighting. You can see kind of like a paint type of thing. It's not just paint because it gives it a shine too. So if you scratch it off, there was just something, see right there? I don't know if you can see this. Let's see if this thing can zoom in. All right, look down there. Focus, focus. Stupid camera. We're all blurry. Anyways, you see that kind of scratch there? See how shiny it is and then it gets dull? I did that with just my thumb. I mean, my thumbnail. I mean, it just came off that easy. There was something on there. You know, some foreign object, dirt or something. And I was just going like this. And when I got it off, I went, how come that's dull beneath there? So you got to be aware of that. It would have been better if this was in bone or something like that. But it is a synthetic handle. It feels great in the hand. But just be aware of that. That's the same thing that happened with the, you can kind of see it there. This is a scratch, but it's kind of a watery finish. You know, if they do it right, it looks really nice. But if they do it wrong, it just blobs up there. So, is it a big deal? No, because that's what sandpaper and polishing and all that stuff is for, if you're worried about it. And of course, this is just oil on here. I throw this thing in the dirt, and then I take it and I clean it off and everything, and then I put it in a sheath, and it gets that streak on there every time. Oh well, you know, this one is a beautiful knife, but I love using it. So I carry it and I use it. Anyway, I count that as a fun knife because I have a lot of fun with that knife. I just walk around with it knowing that I've got a big old knife on the side of my hip, and if I need a knife, I'm going to have enough knife. You can't get much more knife than that. So there you go. That's my Fun Knife Friday entries. I don't know what this guy's called. I don't remember where I put the packaging with it. It's just a little trinket type of thing that you could wear around your neck. Yes, so anyways, thank you for watching and have a Fun Knife Friday.